So let's go through a full update on the third stimulus check that is going to be in the works in the next couple of weeks. That is right. You are going to see in the Congress in the next few weeks a new bill being written that is going to include more stimulus payments for you, the American person. When is that all going to go down? I'm going to give you a timeline and tell you exactly how to expect this to happen and the roadblocks that might come into the way and how to get past those roadblocks. Hopefully some Congress people are listening. So here's the timeline. Joe Biden is going to be inaugurated as the president of the United States on January 20th. That needs to happen first before they're going to start working on more economic stimulus payments to the American people. Next, the Senate is probably going to be fully sat by January 22nd. This is when Georgia needs to certify its results from the senatorial runoffs, and the entire Senate is going to be sat by then, and the House of Representatives, of course, as well. The very first line of work for this new Congress is almost certainly going to be more economic impact relief for the United States of America. Joe Biden even said the $600 was a down payment and that he would be working immediately with the Congress on more stimulus for the American people. We know that Nancy Pelosi wants to do it, and she is in charge of the House right now. We know Chuck Schumer wants to do it, and he is in charge of the Senate. This is going to be the first thing they're going to work on. So you're looking at January 22nd to January 26th. That's when the bill is going to start to be written. What kind of bill are they going to write? This is going to be big because depending on what bill they write is going to depend on how quickly it's going to be able to get through. If they do a standalone bill like they did with the Cash Act that failed in the Senate, Mitch McConnell, you know who you are. You are the one who caused it to fail. You didn't put it on the Senate floor, and it backfired on you in Georgia big time. If the Democrats put together another Cash Act where they just do $2,000 for the American people or $1,400 for the American people, stimulus payments only, nothing else included, that will pass the House very quickly. It will only take them days to write that new bill. It will go to the Senate. Schumer will put it to the Senate floor. There is some pushback right now and some pause, even from some Democrats, on wanting to throw more money into these stimulus relief bills. But I think there will be 60 votes there in the Senate to get it through, and we already know Joe Biden will sign it. If they go with a standalone bill, I think it will make it through the House and the Senate by early February and signed by Joe Biden sometime in early February. There might be some issue in the Senate, though. It is not a done deal in the Senate. There might not be that 60 votes, and there's going to have to be some work to be done there. That's a possibility. But it will go much quicker if they do a standalone bill. There's no doubt about that. However, most of the talk coming out from the Congress right now is that they're not going to do a standalone bill. They are planning to do another $2 to $3 trillion economic stimulus relief bill like we have seen in the past, and they are going to wrap inside of that bill more stimulus payments to the American people, maybe another $2,000 or $1,400 per person. If they go that direction, it's going to take a lot longer to get to you. I can guarantee that. First off, it's going to take the House weeks to write this thing. Once they write the thing, then they're going to have to read the thing and they're going to have to pass it. So you're not going to even see the House of Representatives passing this thing until mid or late February. Once they pass it, they're going to send it off to the Senate. Now, there's no worries that it's not going to go to the Senate floor. It will go to the Senate floor, but the battle in the Senate on a $2 to $3 trillion bill is going to be much harder than in the House because the Senate is split 50-50. You need 60 votes in the Senate to get this through. You're having moderate Democrats who are pausing at throwing more money into the economy right now. Even they're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be throwing all of this money at the economy. This could be bad. Never mind the Republicans. Are they going to actually be able to get 60 votes in the Senate on a massive $2 to $3 trillion stimulus bill? I don't think so. I think it's going to fail in the Senate, and then it's going to have to go back into the House. And of course, there's going to be a blame game. It's this person's fault, the Republicans, and this and that. Don't worry about the blame game. Don't get lost in that because it should probably have difficulty getting through the Senate. It's $2 to $3 trillion. That's why the standalone bill would be so much better, has a much better shot of getting through. But of course, these individuals in Congress, they like to do big things and have their names on big bills. So they're going to do this $2 to $3 trillion bill. They're going to wrap the payments into that, and it's going to be a back and forth struggle. I see it failing in the Senate, going back to the House. They're going to rewrite the thing. We're going to have tons of episodes here on According to Vin. I'm going to be like, guys, listen, this is what's going on, and you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to want them to pass it through, but they're not doing it the right way. Just get ready for those episodes. They're coming in late February. I'm just telling you, it's going to happen if they do this big bill. It's not going to be as easy to get it through as many people would think, because the Democrats are in charge of the House and the Senate and the presidency. They don't have a supermajority, and that's a problem. Now, there are some legislative rules that were designed in the 1980s for particular purposes that they might be able to use to get this through the Senate with a simple majority. It's rare, though, that they use these rules, and usually those rules are for balancing the budget, not for getting things like this through. However, there could be some manipulation of the language for them to do that, but most likely they're going to try to get the 60 votes in the Senate that they're supposed to get. How about that second stimulus payment? Did you all receive it yet? From the comments, I am seeing the majority of you have, and by the way, the majority of Americans have as well. However, there are still millions of people who have not, and it is not your fault. You will get your payment. It's just a matter of time. When you go to irs.gov, a lot of you, if you're trying to track your economic stimulus payment, you're seeing that readout that says there's not enough data or information is missing or something like that. And there's been a lot of information spreading around the internet that if it says that, it means that you're going to have to file your 2020 taxes, or that you're not going to get it, or different things like that. It does not mean that. I was seeing that as well for the first week and a half. And then 2 days ago, mine came through my bank account as well. I didn't do anything. I didn't file taxes or anything like that. So that is not a factual statement. If you are seeing that notice at irs.gov, it doesn't mean you have to do that. Just wait. In the next couple of weeks, I think they're going to continue to funnel them out to more and more people. There's just a backlog in the computer system. Remember, you're dealing with a ton of different banks, a ton of different accounting agencies, the government of the United States, and hundreds of millions of Americans. Those who file taxes and those who don't, and in so many different ways. Imagine trying to funnel all of this data through the computer networks. It's just getting backlogged. There's no rhyme or reason to it, but it is funneling through more and more every single day. And I think they're going to get most of it solved in the next 2 weeks. So if you're still waiting on it, the next 2 weeks, I think, are your time to see it. If you don't see it by the end of the 2 weeks, you can still remedy this when you do file your 2020 taxes by filing a claim that you did not get your economic stimulus payment. Of course, you shouldn't have to do that because you want the payment now. I totally get that, but you can still do it then, and you will still get your money at that time. If you don't file taxes, you can still file that claim, of course, irs.gov. And if they open up any portals for information or anything like that, we will keep you up to date on that here. So if you want to subscribe to the channel and you're worried about getting your money, the second one or even the third one that's coming up, make sure you subscribe. We'll give you all the information you need to know. But importantly, a third stimulus check will be in the works in the next couple of weeks. We will tell you exactly how it's all going down. We'll continue to keep you updated on the timeline, the bill that they're creating, whether it's good or bad, and whether or not it's going to make it through everything again. If you're interested in that, stick with us. As always, I will catch you next time.